Welcome back. It is 11 minutes after 8. You know, credit cards have become an integral part of our lives, but be warned, those simple swipes can turn into a great big financial disaster if you're not careful. Paul Durso is someone who knows a lot about that as someone in the financial business. He owns Durso Capital Management. You know, March 21st is National Credit Card Reduction Day, and we're here to talk more about what people need to avoid, in essence, the 5 things that they need to avoid and what not to do with your credit card. First, Paul, why do you think we need a day like National Credit Card Reduction Day?
Well, statistics are a vital reason why we need a day like that, is because the average household in America has $16,000 of credit card debt. And
that they're paying interest on.
Well, and that's the other part, is that the average interest on that is over 15% annually.
Oh my goodness. So, I mean, it would take years and years and years to pay something like that off, right?
Well, the average household's paying about $2,500 in credit card debt interest.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so what are the 5 things that people need to avoid?
So the very first one is to not just make the minimum payment. So if you just make your minimum payment, you're guaranteed you're going to pay the maximum amount of interest every single year. So if you can pay a few extra dollars on that, do that. Okay.
Number 2, you're saying missing payments. That's not good when you owe money on a credit card.
This one should go without being said, but you know what? We'll bring this one up.
Okay.
Missing payments can incur penalties, extra interest. It's a very bad thing when it comes to credit cards. It doesn't look good on your credit score.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad things that take place when you miss payments.
Okay, what about taking out cash advances? That always looks kind of tempting when you can take out cash from your credit card.
And I see this a lot. You know, I'll go grocery shop with my wife, and you see somebody in front of you, and they're saying, hey, can you give me an extra $100?
Yeah.
What they may or may not realize is a lot of credit cards instantly start charging interest the moment you take the cash.
Okay.
And then there might be a transaction fee of 3 to 5% to boot. So, I mean, that $50 or $100 you're taking might instantly be $103, $105 right away, plus interest.
All right. The next thing, number 4, is having too many accounts. That's not good.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you're looking for money. The credit card companies or the credit bureaus will negatively look at this information. Having too much credit available is negative on your score.
Okay. And if you already have too many accounts, people might be like, all right, well, let's close some of those accounts. But that's not good either.
Well, from a credit standpoint, longevity is a very good thing. So if you've had a credit card for 5, 10, 15 years and you've just, you know, built up debt and paid it off, that looks wonderful on your credit. So just don't think, hey, let's go chase the lowest interest rate and just keep turning over your cards. That'll never build your credit. Okay,
so there you have it. Those are the 5 things you need to avoid doing. Is there any other advice you can give people out there? I know a lot of people say, if you don't have the liquid money to buy it, just don't put it on a credit card anyway in the first place, right?
Your means. Yeah, if you've got a certain amount of money coming in a month, just spend that.
Why do you think people have a hard time doing that, though? It's easier said than done, obviously.
We're in an instant society. I mean, it's hard not to, because, you know, you take pictures, you look at it. When we grew up, you took a picture, you had to wait a week to see it. You know?
You had to get it developed,
yeah. Now it's, I want it now, and you know, we've trained ourselves.
Yeah.
So we need to be a little bit more patient.
Just more patient, have some willpower. You don't need it anyway if you don't have the money to buy it right that moment, right? All right, Paul, thank you. Great tips there. We'll be right back after this break. You're watching WBTV News This Morning on Bounce TV.